Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminithi Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminithi Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manubhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakhanvitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dena Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Chapatitana Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Sachidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhi Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the costless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest knowledge. Pavitram, the topmost knowledge, Uttamam, and the knowledge which can be joyfully performed, Susukam Kartum, and the everlasting knowledge, Avyayam. So in Bhagavad Gita, in the 3rd chapter, we are understanding that we have to act, we have to do everything only for Krishna so that we won't be bound to anything. So we will be freed from all the bondage. That is the way to free ourselves from all the bondage. That's very important. Bandham. So bandham is a very important keyword in Bhagavad Gita. That bandham we should have with Krishna, not with this material world. So the bandham, the bondage, what we have with Krishna is permanent. And we have to make sure that that bondage continues, that bondage increases. So with each and every activity, we should make sure that that bondage with Krishna should keep on increasing. Not the bondage with this material world. This should not increase. So any one thing only can happen. Either the bondage with the material world increase. So when the bondage with the material world increases, that means the bondage with Krishna is decreasing. In the sense, we already are permanently related to Krishna, but the problem is that when we don't have that knowledge, when we are under ignorance, so we are forgetting Krishna. So that way, that bondage to Krishna is actually, even though Krishna is loving us so much, but we are, because of ignorance, because of not having this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, so we are not able to remember Krishna, not able to relate with Krishna, whatever we are doing it. So, but with the knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita, when we realize and understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna is the Super Soul, then when we develop that attachment with Krishna, then when that bondage increases every day, that means we start spending more and more time only for Krishna. We start doing everything only for pleasing Krishna. So when that happens, the bondage with this material world, this karma bandham, janma bandham, everything which we are studying almost every day, so that is going to slowly decrease. And then when we are very strongly bonded to Krishna, that means when our mind is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness, so then we will be able to completely forget about everything in this material world. That should be the way of our life. We should forget everything in this material world. So for that, we need to detach from everything in this material world. We should use this life only for that purpose. This life, what we are living right now, it should be used only to detach from everything in this material world, only to develop that very, very loving relationship with Krishna. So for that reason only, every day, every moment, we need to make use of it. So that means we should identify ourselves only as a devotee of Krishna and do everything what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. When we want to do everything in relationship with Krishna, means we have to do everything what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. Every sloka is loaded with lot of knowledge and instructions and everything. Krishna is teaching us what we are supposed to do. Kuru. Kuru means you do it. That's what Krishna is saying, that Kuru. Kuru karmaiva tasmatvam. So Kuru. Purvaigi purvataram kritam. So that also Krishna is teaching that how in the past other devotees they did, you just do the same way. That's why Kuru karmaiva tasmatvam purvaigi purvataram kritam. Kritam, how they did, purvaigi, in the past. So in the past, how they did it? Because evam yatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhi. So by having this knowledge, in the past, by acting with this knowledge, evam yatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhi. In the past, they have already got liberation. Now you also do like that. Kuru karmaiva tasmatvam. Kuru karma. So you do, you act, you perform your duties in the same way how in the past the devotees they did. Purvaigi purvataram kritam. So that's what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita, what we are supposed to do. What we are not supposed to do also, Krishna is teaching. That's very straightforward, very easy to understand. Keep all abominable activities at a far distance. Durenagi avaram karma. That's what Krishna is doing. For that, we need intelligence. In order to really distinguish between what is the duty, what is not a duty, what we should do and what we should not do, and what are the abominable activities, we should have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. We should use our intelligence. That's why Durenagi avaram karma buddhi yogat dhananjaya. So by engaging in this buddhi yoga, acting with intelligence. So we studied many times in the past, what is buddhi yoga? Buddhi yoga means there is giving up the attachment to the results. That's what is buddhi yoga. So buddhi yukto jahati. So karmajam buddhi yukta. Palam tektva manisina. That's why buddhi yukta palam tektva. So buddhi yukta palam tektva. So if we give up the attachment to the results, that means we are acting with intelligence. So if we are not having any attachment to the results, then we are not going to commit sinful acts. We are not going to do abominable activities. So that's why Krishna is saying that Durayanaki avaram karma. One should really know what is the duty, what one should do. And we should also know what we should not do. So, karmanohi api bodhavyam cha vikarmanaga, akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmana gati. So we should know what is action, what is inaction, what is forbidden action, everything we should know. Without knowing, how can we act? It's a very important point Krishna is bringing here. We really need to know what we are supposed to do. We cannot think ourselves. We cannot decide ourselves. We cannot imagine, oh, what I am doing, this is the right thing. Whatever I am doing, that is right. Whatever others are doing, that is wrong. So we cannot decide just like that based upon our opinions. That is, we will always be wrong. If we do like that, we will always be wrong. That's what Arjuna did, and he was completely wrong. Even when Krishna was with Arjuna, Arjuna did the same thing. By fighting, I'm going to commit sins, I'm going to go to hell, all such things. But that is totally wrong. So we should know what is the right thing, what we should do, everything based on what Krishna is teaching in this Bhagavad Gita. That's it. So then there is no need for any confusion. So that's why Krishna is saying that whatever you do it for me. Yat karosi tat kurusva madapam. Everything we should offer unto Krishna. So when we want to offer unto Krishna, we should know what Krishna wants. That's a very important point. We cannot do what we want and then try to offer to Krishna. Krishna said that whatever you do, you offer it to me. That's what Krishna is saying. But we cannot do what Krishna doesn't want and try to offer to Krishna. We should do only what Krishna wants and then offer to Krishna. So that way, in Bhagavad Gita, we understand very well what Krishna wants from us. If anyone asks, what is the one thing, just only one thing to say what Krishna wants from us? A question. What really Krishna wants from us? Krishna wants us to always remember him. That's what Krishna wants. Never forget him. That is a very, very important point we are understanding from Bhagavad Gita. Always we should remember Krishna. That means our thoughts should be only filled with Krishna's memory only. Always remembering Krishna only. That means our mind should be only fixed on Krishna only, not on anyone else, not on anything else. So it should always be completely fixed on Krishna only. Mayeva manadatsva mayi buddhim niveshayaga. We studied many times. Mayeva manadatsva. Fix your mind upon me. Focus your intelligence upon me. So mayavesya manoyema nitya yukta upasade saddhaya parayupeta teme yukta tamo mata. So we have to focus our mind on Krishna. Mayavesya manoyema. Maya sakta managa partha yogam yunjan madasrega. Maya sakta managa partha. So by attaching our mind on Krishna, we should perform yoga. Yogam yunjan madasrega. By taking shelter unto Krishna. So then we will know Krishna fully, completely. Asamsayam samagram yatha nyasyasi tachrunu. So how one can know me fully? You hear from me. Krishna told us very clearly in the 10th chapter, 2nd sloka. Krishna told us very clearly that Name vidaku suraganaga prabhavam na maharishega akam adirga devana maharishinam cha sarvasa. Even the Maharishis and the demigods, Suraganas, they don't know me fully. But Krishna is here teaching in Bhagavad Gita that you hear from me how to know me fully. Asamsayam samagram mam yatha nyasyasi tachrunu. Without any doubt. Asamsayam. Samagram means fully, completely. Asamsayam samagram mam yatha nyasyasi. Mam nyasyasi means to know me. That's why without any doubt, completely to know me, how to know me completely. Tachrunu, you hear from me. Yatha means how to know me fully, without any doubt, you just hear from me. That's what Krishna is teaching. We just have to understand this Bhagavad Gita. That means we are hearing from Krishna. Nibodame. So that's what Krishna is saying. Tachrunu, nibodame. Everything Krishna is teaching us. So we just have to understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, completely. That should be our highest priority in our life, topmost priority in our life is only this Bhagavad Gita. Of course, it is like that only for us. That is the reason we are studying Bhagavad Gita every day. Because we give so much importance in our life only for Bhagavad Gita, the song of God. Many devotees who are attending our Bhagavad Gita classes regularly, they are already sharing their experiences that it is changing their life in a better way, in a meaningful way. That's what is very important. So now our priorities are changing. Our goals are changing. Everything is changing towards Krishna. Everything is directed towards Krishna. This is a big change. Our life is becoming very, very, very purposeful with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Now we know what to do. We are in this material world, we have material body, we are struggling and we are suffering, there is no doubt. But we know the way out of this. We know how to get out of this problem. That we know very well. That we are aiming. We are making progress. So that is happening only with this Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge. Our mind should be all the time completely focused on Krishna's instructions and simply following what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. Our life is going to be, we are going to make use of this life very, very effectively in the given time. Because we are able to receive Krishna's mercy. Prasadam adhigacchati. That's what is very important. Prasadam adhigacchati. We are able to receive Krishna's prasadam, mercy from him, through this Bhagavad Gita. We know the senses are very strong. It's very difficult to control mind and senses. But even Arjuna also told Krishna the same thing. Krishna also agreed the same thing. But we know very well that it is very much possible to control our mind and senses simply by following Krishna's instructions. That's it. This Bhagavad Gita. Completely just following this Bhagavad Gita, we can do that. It will take time. It needs a lot of practice. But while practicing, we are already noticing the progress. That's what is very important. For many devotees who are studying Bhagavad Gita for a very long time in our group, we are already noticing a lot of progress in our life. That is what is very important. That progress means, that also we understood many times from Bhagavad Gita, that progress, whatever we have achieved now, that is permanent progress. That's a very important point. We are not going to lose this. We are not going to lose this, whatever we have gained until now in terms of Krishna consciousness. We are not going to lose it. And now Krishna is giving even more and more opportunities, lot of opportunities. They say that the sky is the limit, correct? But for us, only Goloka is the limit, not the sky is the limit. Only Goloka, Krishna is the limit. That's it. We can make as much progress as possible. We can do wonderful services to Krishna in this life itself, simply by completely surrendering ourselves into this Bhagavad Gita, just this one book, 18 chapters, 700 verses, everything is there. We can achieve what all we need. So that's what is very important. So we are going to do. We are not going to stop like this. We are going to continue and we are going to march towards Krishna. We are going to gain a lot of knowledge. There is no doubt about it. We are going to practice this Bhagavad Gita and we are going to spread this Bhagavad Gita and everything. Krishna is guiding us. Krishna is directing us. So we finished 20 slokas in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is teaching. Then in the 19th sloka we studied Tasmat asaktaha satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hi acharan karma paramapnoti purushaga. Therefore, asaktaga satatam karyam karma samachara. So, perform your duty always without any attachment. That's what asaktaga, without attachment, satatam always. So, constantly. So, without any attachment, karyam karma samachara. So, samachara means you act, you perform. So, you perform all your activities without any attachment. If you do like that, asaktohi acharan karma, asaktohi. So, without any attachment, if you acharan, means if you perform. So, if you perform without any attachment, if you perform your duties, karma, then you will attain the Supreme Person, Paramapnoti Purushaka. So, therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment, one attains the Supreme. Then in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday, Krishna continued in the 20th sloka. Karmanaiva samsiddhim astita janakadayaga lokasangraham evapi sampashyan kartumarhasi. Karmanaiva samsiddhim astita janakadayaga. So by performing, by working, so Janaka Adaya. So Janaka and other kings, they have some siddhi mahasitaga. They have attained perfection. So they have attained perfection. So by just following what Krishna is teaching, that is asaktaga satatam karyam karma samacharan. So that's what. Asaktaga satatam karyam karma samacharan. Without having any attachment, always working without any attachment, Janaka and other kings, they have achieved perfection. Lokasangraham evapi sampashyan kartum argasi. So, simply for the benefit of other people in this world, you should just act. That's it Krishna is teaching us. Teaching Arjuna means teaching us also. So, that way Krishna is saying that kings such as Janaka attained perfection solely by performance of prescribed duties. Therefore, just for the sake of educating the people in general, you should perform your work. Now, in the next sloka, what we are studying in this sloka number 21, Krishna is continuing. Yadyadacharati shreshtas tattadevetaro janaka sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. So, whatever action a great man performs. That's what Acharati means performing, Shrestha, a respectable leader. So a great man performs. Whatever actions. Taddat eve taro janaka. Itara janaka. Itara janaka means other people, the common men. So that's why they simply tad. They simply follow. They simply follow. Whatever a great man performs, the common men will simply follow. Sayat pramanam kurute. So whatever examples they set, so this world will simply follow in their footsteps. Lokas tat anuvartati. So that way Krishna is telling Arjuna that you should become a leader, you should become an example for others, you should set examples for others. That's what Krishna is telling Arjuna. So when Krishna is telling Arjuna, means Krishna is telling us also that we should set example for others. So Arjuna decided to fight for Krishna, and he fought for Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So that way he set an example for all of us. And that's why we are studying Bhagavad Gita now. And now we have to follow what Krishna is teaching us. So that way others will simply see us and follow. So when we are so happy with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, they will know, they will think how this person is happy all the time, not disturbed by anything in this material world. So we will set an example. So they will follow. So that way we have goals. So we have to identify the devotees and give them this knowledge, Krishna's prasadam, this Bhagavad Gita. So that's all going to happen. So by Krishna's mercy, we are going to do that. So whatever action a great man performs, common men follow, and whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 21, sloka number 21 in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirādasya Jnanānjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. If any devotee has any question, you can please use raise hand option. Hare Krishna. Chandrakala Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, Vanakkam Guruji. Vanakkam Guruji, no doubt Guruji. Thank you very much for your wonderful class, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Hare Krishna. Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very
Mataji.
much, Guruji, for this class. So I understand that we have to make our lives an example for others, Guruji. That's
Yes,
all right.
Mataji.
But Guruji, today it seems that in this world, the leadership seems to be in wrong hands. People are following all kinds of wrong practices. And how does that one get corrected from that? Children, the next generation, everybody. They're just following wrong practices.
It is because of pure ignorance only, Mataji. There is a problem. So because of this, so much scientific advancement, we are actually losing ourselves. That is the problem. It's very unfortunate because, it can be used in the right way to progress towards Krishna also, but it can be, if it is used in a wrong way, then we will go away from Krishna also very fast. So that's a very, very bad situation actually. So that's why for us, the only hope is that to identify the devotees. That's a very important task for us. So identify the devotees means we should try to identify the devotees at a young age itself. Maybe when they start college itself, we should be able to identify them. So that way, we can identify all the devotees. There will be millions of devotees. So that way, if we at least a million devotees, if we can identify, then we can bring a change. That's what is very important.
And Guruji, one more thing is that yesterday you did tell us that Krishna came to us because he loves us so much. Now,
Yes.
Also, is it wrong for me to think that he comes to establish dharma or righteousness? Would that be wrong correlation?
No. He clearly says that whenever there is a decline in righteousness, so I come. He says that yada yada ki dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam sajamyaham. So paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So that is the thing. He loves us so much to do that. So that's why he is establishing all those things. If it is not there, for example, 5,000 years ago, if Krishna didn't come and give this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we will not be where we will be right now. We will not know what to do. We will be clueless, correct?
Correct, Guruji. And now I think he's telling us that, listen, start looking at my Bhagavad Gita till I come. That is going to be the end of you people. So now start, before I'm giving you guys some chance. Now you wait and start learning what I'm saying.
Even people in Dwapara Yuga didn't have this chance. They didn't have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. When Krishna was teaching this Bhagavad Gita, at that time it was not available for everyone. That's why Krishna was saying that it was lost in disciplic succession. So now Krishna has established that, and now it's coming through disciplic succession. We are studying. It's what else we need, Mataji. It's Krishna's mercy.
Absolutely, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Palliappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
Hare.
Hare.
Today's sloga also is a general sloga, that is always people follow the leader. There is no doubt about it. But the leaders have different type. That is more important to my thinking.
Unfortunately, the so-called leaders are setting very bad examples. That is the problem.
But anyway, whoever is the devotee, he can be the leader. Like he says, Arjuna, you become the leader. Like that.
In fact, Krishna says that Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Raja Rishiyo Vidu. So this knowledge was received through disciplic succession. That's how the saintly kings understood. So a king, Raja, should be a Rishi. So Raja Rishi. So that's the way it should be. Yes,
oh, very good. It's really a wonderful thing to know that Bhagavad Gita says even that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Sanjeev Kulshrestha Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu. I'm able to hear Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
I have attended LLB classes regularly, so from 7 to 10 in the AM. So
Yes.
that's why from last 2-3 months I have discontinued joining. As and when since I am in train right now, so I have joined these classes, and my
Yes.
classes will be over in next 1 month. So after that, I will be able to attend.
Sure, sure. So what classes you joined, Prabhu, you said?
LLB, law.
Oh, LLB. Okay. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. So which place, Prabhu? Where are you from, Prabhu? You said?
Mumbai.
Mumbai. Okay, Prabhu. Okay, yeah. Yes, Prabhu. You can follow in the YouTube in the meantime whenever you get time. Yes,
वो
Prabhu.
मैं डेली पूरी कर रहा हूँ, फॉलो कर रहा हूँ, और माला मेरी चालू है.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. That's very nice. Hare Krishna. Ajay Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, very nice Prabhuji to the class. I have no questions, Prabhuji. Very nice.
Okay. You settled in Dallas, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. I reached today only. One day I stayed at my brother's home, and today I came to my home here.
Okay, very nice, Prabhu. Very nice. Hare
Just
Krishna,
moving.
Prabhu.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, wonderful class, Guruji. No questions, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna to all
Hare
devotees.
Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
for a very nice class, Guruji. And thank
Yes,
you for
Mataji.
being our leader also. And
Yes, Mataji.
leading
Krishna's
by
blessed.
example. Definitely all of us have improved by seeing how much disciplined you are and how much care you take in, telling us
Krishna's
so
blessed.
many things. So thank you very much, Guruji. And today you've told us the goal is, the sky is not the limit, but Goloka is the limit. That's
Goloka is the
very
limit.
nice.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Guruji. And this thing about not being attached to results, how many ever times we read or hear about it, in practice, we have to remember it every step of the way. Do our duty, don't get attached to the results, because
Yes.
almost every other time we do something and then do it with the expectation of the result only. So that I think we will.
So over
we
a
are all
period of
slowly
time,
coming.
we will get.
Yeah, I can make
And yes,
the change. Yeah, I can make out the change to a large extent, although it does creep in quite often. But thank you very much, Guruji, for
especially if
for-
slowly we will get engaged in Krishna's service completely, then that
correct.
the situation itself won't arise at all. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, and thank you also for the chanting, Guruji.
Yes,
Every
Mataji,
day
Krishna's
chanting.
mercy.
That is also
Yeah,
very.
we are. That's also Krishna's costless
Yeah.
mercy.
Initially, I was thinking, why you're doing 2 rounds? What about people who have to leave early and all that? After that, now I've gotten so much used to the 2 rounds that it looks like 1 round now. So
Actually, I am waiting. I'm praying to Krishna that when we will do 16 rounds. Yes, Mataji.
okay,
So,
hopefully we should be able to progress to that.
yeah, Krishna will make that happen. Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Thank you, Guruji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare-
Rama. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Dandavad
Krishna.
Pranam.
धन्यवाद
Krishna,
प्रणाम।
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
कृष्णा
Hare
कृष्णा
Hare,
हरे हरे,
Hare Rama,
हरे
Hare Rama,
राम,
Rama Rama,
राम
Hare.
राम, हरे हरे।
आपका आशीर्वाद करना। Thank you, Guruji.
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण,
Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण। विष्णुवर्धन राव प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
कृष्ण
Hare,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Rama,
हरे,
Hare
हरे राम
Rama.
हरे राम, राम राम हरे हरे।
Guruji, thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे,
Hare
हरे
Rama,
राम हरे राम, राम राम हरे हरे।
Namaste, Guruji.
नमस्ते प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण। वृंदा जय सिंह माता जी, हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you for the class. It's nice to know that Krishna is our first leader, and in disciplic succession, of course, it goes down and down, but we are so lucky to hear him as the first leader to Arjuna and who's representing us everywhere.
Yes, 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 Mother. Krishna's
So,
flagship.
yes, Guruji. So, as you said, it's only the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita that can really pave our way forward. And this knowledge, but Guruji, only one thing that happens with me is that as you go forward, I feel I've forgotten the earlier forward ones. I must remember that what Krishna has told, because it's so much every day that
Yeah.
I feel I forgot what earlier you had said. I have to go back and read that and understand that and understand more and understand more. So I think there'll be a time when
We have to study
will
Bhagavad
just
Gita more than any other subjects we study in the schools and colleges. Yes, Mother. That's the thing.
Yes, Guruji, that's what is happening.
Like in the college, when we go to
It's
school,
so
we go,
much.
teacher or professor teaches the subject, then we will spend even more time studying that, correct? Like that, we need to study. So, yes, Mother.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji, for all your efforts. And every day a new page is opening, even in our lives. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
No specific question, Guruji. I think
Yes.
the slokas and your explanations are very explicit.
Yes.
So from the beginning of the slokas and till, I mean, we have completed around 18 days man days classes or 20 days man day classes approximately. See, nothing. We have to put ourselves in a place. See, the sloka doesn't, it gives the independence to think yourself where you are at present, where you are earlier and where you are at present. So it is bringing out that qualities and all, no, it bring all Purushottama qualities, all, I don't know what to express. Those quality characters will build to reach the Goloka. We have to do
Yes.
continuous practices, continuous building our qualities and characters. Also, that leadership quality comes in very naturally when you surrender yourself to Krishna. Your selfless qualities, ego, when it goes away, automatically you are pulled towards Krishna. That's a
Yes.
simple equation. Automatically he will pull you when you are selfless, when you don't have any kind of expectation or results or attachment. So you are pulled towards him. That is the point at which a person transform himself. So a lot of Mahayogis came. For example, we are looking at Sai Baba, whatever the incarnation happened, is nothing but the Rama Krishna Avatara only. So many temples are built, so many good practices are happening. Everything is happening on good. ISKCON, they are doing through Akshay Patra, they are reaching to the people, many good things are happening. So in the digital world, when we are surrounded by so much of information, so much of disturbance, so much of stress, tension, even if you chant independently for minute or hour, this mantra, Maha Mantra, that itself, Krishna will be happy. So let us not confuse ourselves to do 24/7 doing something extraordinary that is not required. Do your duty, follow those rules and regulations, what through you we are getting it, and go on in our life. One day it will come that you yourself will feel that you are reaching that goal.
Yes, Bhagavad Gita, when we keep studying, we will get attachment to Krishna.
So
it will happen. It will happen 24/7. It will happen. Krishna wants us to do 24/7, do everything for him. It is going to happen slowly. Yes, bro.
Yeah, some Mataji, they questioned why young generations are not attracted towards this. We can't force. So that
no, we have not given. We have not created an opportunity for them. So there is a problem. It's not that we cannot force. We are leading them a wrong way. We are showing them a wrong way. That is the problem. The society is guiding them very wrongly.
No, in earlier days, Guruji, when I was child and all, you have a grandmother, grandfather, and great grandfather. So in the house, the children used to get used to it. See Mahabharata, Ramayana. So I remember one of my cousin, he remembers the whole part of Ramayana, any part, especially this Mahabharata, when Sanjay speaks to Dhritarashtra about the war and other activities, he knows everything. Why? Because the grandfather, grandmother, they used to, they speak only this, no TV, nothing, no disturbance. So the child used to, attract towards that. And that quality, initially it used to come. Nowadays, it is not coming because as a parent, we are the failure because we are surrounded with so many materialistic things,
Yes, Prabhu. I think we can keep on analyzing, but let us hope, Prabhu, we will continue this Bhagavad Gita. We'll identify more devotees. So when we are able to spread this message, then a good change will come, Prabhu. That is the main thing.
Yeah, it will happen. It will happen.
Yes,
because so Krishna is also not forcing us. So he is given so much of liberty and independence through his. So nowhere is forcing. So your mind and your body and your soul should understand all those things and put it in the practice, and being a small leader yourself, so that people will get attracted towards this. The way we are attracted towards you, same way each and every Prabhus and Mataji should attract their people, at least their children, their grandchildren. They will get attracted and they will come. So that's the thing. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
We are inching towards that.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Suresh Tabik, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very nice class, Guruji.
Yes,
like,
Prabhu.
Radha Rishi, so that Radha Rishi says that like the leader, how the leader has to be there.
Yes,
it is one word. It is very nicely explained. The person who has to understand will definitely understand it. It is question of leadership, of course. We also have to look into that given by the intelligence given by the Lord Krishna, whom to follow also. Very nice, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna. Kadiravan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, today's class, wonderful class, Guruji. But I joining late, so no problem. I am hearing YouTube, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji. No doubts. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, excellent Guruji. This is what we are all looking for. And it's one of the blunder I did in the past also, Guruji. I was looking a wrong person as a leader. So whosoever attracts me, whosoever is fascinating, flamboyant, I call as a leader. But now it is clear, Guruji, we have a leader like you. We have a greatest leader, legendary leader like Srila Prabhupada. So I simply dump everything, ignore everything. All I have to do is, as you rightly said, read Bhagavad Gita and spread. That's it, Guruji. I don't need to do anything. Then naturally I become a leader. When I do this, people are observing me, and the quality people will follow. The majority will run away from me. That's also easy, Guruji. I feel very light. I don't have to carry any extra baggages or luggages. Only Krishna consciousness people will follow me, and I will also become Krishna consciousness. Good enough, Guruji. It is achieved, and we are already in eternal world. We are connected. You are in Texas, I am in Singapore. The rest of the devotees are in other countries, various part of the countries. Now the stream has been attached to them. We are all feeling immensely so close, and it's a great thing, Guruji. It's like a Goloka. And like other days, Guruji, Bhagavad Mataji mentioned, it's a reflection. This world is a reflection, which I am feeling it, Guruji. The Goloka is getting reflected over here. We have a tiny fragment of Goloka here, and we are all attached, and you are leading us from front, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Much definitely. As you rightly said, the 16 rounds of chant will definitely happen, Guruji. Probably one of the
Yes.
Indian planet. That's again a divine blessing and gift, Guruji. To chant 16 rounds together with all the devotees. It is going to improve our spiritual connection with Lord Krishna. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu.
So, Guruji, I am just some was okay. The nice class, and you are discussing about very important points today, and really I'm grateful. So, just going to college really is a wonderful session, enlightening us. We should much more devoted to Lord Krishna, that we should follow the footprints of the leader, which our Lord Krishna is everything. Like Prabhupada, that Guruji, you are all are the a follower of the spiritual path towards divinity, to reach the Goloka. As you told, sky is the limit, but the Goloka is unlimited. So we should follow your endeavor. We should try for to achieve that the Lord Krishna's blessings and Guruji's blessings, so that we can enjoy the fruits of the real happiness lies in knowledge of Gita, and you are fortunate enough to be more and more devoted to Lord Krishna, and Prabhupada has rendered a great service for us to involve in Lord Krishna's about the Goloka, the Haridham. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman, Naman, Naman.
Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,